played about as well as I could have.
You talked about this on your YouTube channel, that these games were a lot closer than the final outcome kind of showed. So for you, what do you think your key was to your success in the tournament?
I'm confident always, but I think the experience and then just my consistency on defense, right? Against defense to offense, I gave up 26 first quarter points. That's not going to be very good. So you just have to switch things around. But yeah, the first 2 games against Brian for 3, and then
the activity in front of the Brooklyn. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for him.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Now, the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. And for Brooklyn, Durant is out there with Jordan. Then there's Irving. Then it's Harden, and it's Harris in at the 3 slot. Midway through the season, are teams, Brent, still trying to find their identity and evolve, or is it just a matter of building on what you've already got?
I think at this point, you already know what you got, Kevin, and so what you want to do, I want to be the best at what it is that I can do, and that's where I think coaching staffs are focused right now.
And here we go. Brooklyn fast break, and then Durant with the dunk.
Now just all alone down there. Credit goes to DeAndre for finding him. That's a nice pass.
Middleton on the wing. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Clippers.
Felt like he had a sense in that game that the defense was being over-aggressive, and he tried to take advantage of that. He continually frustrated them throughout the night and got to the free throw line.
And Lopez gets it to go.
And the athletic Middleton on that play snakes his pass right through the defense. That's a nice pick and roll.
The Nets have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far.
An era where we're seeing teams turn away from the slower 7-footers. Brook Lopez still playing a pivotal role for the Bucks.
There's been a lot of talk in recent years, Greg, as how the big man has been played off the floor in the playoffs. That's just not the case with Lopez, because he's been able to step out and shoot threes, along with being a really reliable rim protector.
He's perfect from the line this time.
A great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Here's Antetokounmpo. The shot that time, not on target. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
When they ran the offense right, they found some easy shots, but on that occasion, it was few and far between.
Yeah, lots of ups and downs. One good possession, 2 bad ones, 1 good one. They could never get on a steady run and play some solid offense.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Middleton inside the 3-point line, and the wing jumper offline. The Nets have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Here's Durant, and it's rebounded by Drew Holiday.
Well, maybe not the best shot against that kind of defense, but he still has the ability to knock that kind of shot down.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
So it's Brooklyn now after the basket by Milwaukee. Basket good.
I don't know how he does it, but Kyrie does such a great job to get deep position and convert, separating himself from other point guards in the league with that finishing ability.
Now here's Middleton. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Yeah, the step back. No good from Irving. And so Giannis will bring it up for the Bucks. Trailing by 2. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
And it could have been a lot closer than it was down the stretch, though. They were terrific.
Yeah, that really was the difference. When it came down to crunch time, there was just no let-up. They made sure to finish strong and not allow any chance for the opponent to come back.
Here's Middleton following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Holiday finds DiVincenzo. Back to Holiday. Middleton right side. And that one goes long.
He's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
Here's Harden. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That's on Brook Lopez.
Maybe the best ever at earning free throws. I mean, Harden has mastered the art of contact and still being able to get off the shot.
And a new group in for the Nets. Green, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Luwawu-Cabarrot comes in for Kevin Durant. Brown, he's checked in for Harris. And Landry Shamet subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Here's Connaughton. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. There's 42 seconds left in the first quarter. And Forbes kicks to Connaughton. Shot clock at 6. From downtown, the shot's good from Forbes.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Harden. 29 points for him last game against Dallas.
Yeah, but there's always this point you got to look at where did he also impact the game. It was on the rebounding end of the floor. A tremendous performance there.
Portis against Harden. Here's Craig. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. And Luwawu gets it to go.
The defense so concerned with Shamet and his shot-making ability, he makes the play that time.
What a performance for Kyrie Irving. He has been the story for the Brooklyn Nets. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And earlier we checked in with Giannis Antetokounmpo, who had this to say.
I think the most important lesson that I got is that you got
all part of the process of achieving greatness.
Yeah, and most guys have had to go through it. MJ, LeBron, leading a team to a championship rarely happens early on.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second, we've got DJ Augustine, and it's Craig in at power forward. Augustine looking around. Ball's knocked loose. Connaughton kicks to Augustine. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
Shamet the pass to Brown. Augustine against Jordan. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Awesome defense. Just outstanding effort to reach his big hands in there and just rip the ball away.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Augustine's got the lead up to 2 now for Milwaukee.
Yeah, and how about the stick-to-itiveness on that possession? Stayed with it, didn't give up until the ball was in the basket.
Luwawu fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up.
Hey, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
KD's checked in for Brooklyn. Irving comes in for Landry Shamet. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for the Bucks. Greg, is a broadcaster, who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day who was my favorite. You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
Green, no luck.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
The kick out to Brown. Irving against Middleton. No good from Irving. Milwaukee in the lead. Holiday finds Antetokounmpo. Banked in off the glass. Giannis has got 6.
It's going to take a little more to get Antetokounmpo off of his mark there. Adept at finishing those difficult shots.
Brown outside. It's Durant on the wing, covered by Giannis. Elbow shot is on the way. The rebound by the Bucks.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That's foul number 2 for him. James Harden, he's checked in for Brown. Lopez, he's checked in for the Bucks. And stolen by DiVincenzo. And it's the Bucks on the break. Holiday is running. He gets that one.
Don't mistake that Lopez shoots threes now more often, that he can't go down low at that size and do damage.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. That's good from Brook Lopez. Nets trail by 7. Harden scanning the floor. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Watching that guy put on a burst of speed, he takes up so much of the floor. What a burst by Giannis.
KD on the wing. Green. Great positioning on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Giannis kicks to Middleton. Back to Giannis. Chalk up 2 there. Giannis has got 6 here in this quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
To the middle. Here's Irving. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
And arguably no one in the NBA draws more attention than Harden. Part of why he creates so many opportunities for others.
Back to DiVincenzo. Middleton with it, and it's Harden picking him up. Shots good by Middleton.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
Harris finds Irving. Bucks leading by 9. For the finish, hammers it home to polish off the break.
A great floor awareness as Antetokounmpo has a sense for when the D has overcommitted or shifted his way, and then he finds where his teammate is open on the floor.
Harris passes to Durant. Back to Harris. 6 to shoot. Here's Irving. Up and in on the layup. Irving's got 12 in the game.
Feels like he's taking nothing but shots he knows he's going to knock down. Kyrie playing sharp here.
Here's Lopez. Here's Giannis. And Durant sends it back. And he's able to get it back. And so it's Milwaukee in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. And against one of the toughest offensive players.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Chris Middleton. Chris, it seemed like you all were dictating tempo.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome. And it was on the heels of his MVP season that Giannis Antetokounmpo said he was at 60% of his potential. And that does it for our halftime.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So for Brooklyn now, Harden out there with Irving. Then it's Jordan. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Durant in at the power forward position. Here's Middleton, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Look, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
Here's Irving. The shot missing. Good D by Lopez. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's foul number 2 for him. Some changes for Brooklyn. Luwawu Cabarro, he's checked in for Joe Harris. And Landry Shamet subbed in for Irving. In the corner, Middleton with it. Back to Giannis. Nets trail by 13. On up the court. And Harden with the stuff.
You know, and with how deliberate he can be, Harden still can surprise defenders with that burst, that underrated vertical that he possesses.
Outside Holiday. Antetokounmpo up top. The putback. Jordan with the rebound. For Brooklyn, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. KD with the bucket. KD's got it back down to within single digits for Brooklyn.
Love to watch KD out in transition. Puts a little flair on the finish.
Back to Holiday. Middleton on the wing.
They're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
Durant, no good. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. For 3, Middleton. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
Team starts the second half missing 4 of 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime?
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under them.
A platoon swap here for Brooklyn. Milwaukee leading by 7. Passes it to Augustine. And the Bucks miss again. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. Johnson finds Brown. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And there's the foul. It's on Torrey Craig. That is his first foul of the game. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
Yeah, coaching staff probably loves this, just grinding out defensive possessions, which is helping them get back into their offensive flow.
Back to Augustine, and taken away by Johnson. Here's Claxton, who's averaging around 5.5 points a game. On the wing, Robertson. Now here's Brown. Not a lot of room. Count the basket. Now just a 3-point Bucks lead.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
Yeah, possession's just way more efficient, I think, here tonight. Taking smarter, better shots, moving the ball around. That's helped them to get back in the ball game.
Kicks to Robertson. Just 5 on the clock. Brown drives in. Great D that time from Portis.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Down low, it's deflected. It's stolen by Green. On the wing, Brown. Defended by Portis. Now here's Johnson. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Craig. The basket is good. The assist from Augustine.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by the Nets. You take your time. You don't give them another possession.
Yeah, hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
Here's Claxton. Second chance shot. Up again. Well, it was only a matter of time that they finally get the bucket.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Bucks lead by 3. Live from Brooklyn, New York, you're watching 2K Sports. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
Sometimes it happens when the offense is struggling, but every now and then this helps with the offensive uptick right there. Great job of setting his teammate up.
We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Then it's Holiday, and it's Forbes in at the 2 spot.
Kyrie not backing away from the contact there. In fact, welcoming that one, tricked you into it.
Here's Giannis. That's in, and he's 7 for 12 now in the game.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, and the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Timeout called the Nets. You look at Antetokounmpo really making a difference here.
And they simply have no answer right now for what he's doing to them. He is making them pay.
Brooklyn making some changes. Kevin Durant comes in for Luwawu Cabarro, and James Harden subbed in for Landry Shamet. And then for Milwaukee, Chris Middleton's checked in for Pat Connaughton, and it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Bryn Forbes. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. This is a close game, as you know, and he sounded extremely confident. He told the players, don't let up now, fellas. This is when we make our move, right now. Kevin?
Okay, David, much appreciated. Pass to Harris to take the lead. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And it's tied up with that one. And that drops, so they now lead by 1. We've played just over 1 minute here in the 4th quarter. Now, Giannis. And he could not get that one to go. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, Personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And he can't get the first one.
Now we can talk about it over and over again. Antetokounmpo combines size and versatility in ways we just haven't seen, at least up until the Greek Freak's arrival.
You can tell that miss at the line might stick with him for a while.
Oh, man. Fans love it. Listen to that. I love that sound in the arena.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
Here's Giannis, and Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And the sheer size of Jordan is just so tough for defenders sometimes to deal with. Skilled at picking up the foul there.
Free throw good, Jordan. And so Jordan nails both of them.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating.
Well, the arms of DeAndre Jordan are like a horizon line. They go on forever, which allows him to send those shots back.
The Bucks trail. Here's Antetokounmpo. It's off his leg. And the ref saying he kicked it. Tipped away.
And really, he played mistake-free basketball up to that point. That's the only time he's turned it over so far.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
And Irving with a clear path to the hoop. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Jordan's got 4 assists now tonight. And here is Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
So exciting to see the growth of the Greek Freak. There are shots that stars sink, and that's a momentum changer right there.
Outside Irving. Shoots over DiVincenzo. And it's Jordan with the jam.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Here's Giannis in the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Giannis has the hard hat on right now, going to work. So good, so long, just terrorizing the D.
Moving against DiVincenzo. Outside Irving. 5 on the clock. Yep, that one goes. Irving's got the lead up to 6 now for the Nets.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. It's going to be a high-scoring affair tonight. Big-time shot from young Giannis there. He feels more and more comfortable in these big moments.
Yeah, big play on the front end to finish, despite getting hacked there, and big on the back end to hit the free throw.
With it. Outside Irving. And no good. Good D by Lopez. For Milwaukee, they've gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Here's Giannis. And Jordan sends it back. Now Now here's KD, the fast break opportunity. Money!
Love the way Durant just goes after the jugular there. He's used to nailing those game changers.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating to the inside. And Middleton kicks to Giannis. Oh, and here comes Kevin Durant all alone. And finished off by KD.
Kyrie doing a good job of just setting everybody up, making sure there's a great pace and tempo to each possession offensively.
Count it!
Oh, fellas, that was a vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Harris outside. Good on the three-point shot. 8 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Giannis kicks to DiVincenzo. Laces one from 3.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made.
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
finals.
Were you looking at plugging in Lonzo from the offensive standpoint or the defensive standpoint in the lineup?
I would say more than anything, just me being comfortable offensively dribbling with him. It's like Luka just came out on Friday, I believe, right? And so that's a short turnaround. You don't have that much time to play with him. And so I played maybe 2 competitive games with him, and I'm not that comfortable with him. Luka's probably the better player, but I'm not as comfortable. So just as far as just my comfort level with.
Up next, 2K Sports presents the NBA. DA, take it.
Hey, Kevin,
There's been a transformation here in LA. There is no doubt about that. DA, thank you. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Lou Williams.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Now, the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Middleton in at the small forward. And for Los Angeles, Batum's out there with Ibaka. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George. And it's Beverly in a point. The putback, it's good on the putback.
Electrifying play by Kawhi Leonard. Boy, he is talented. This team relies on him for so much.
And Holiday kicks to Lopez. Middleton drives in. The 15-footer. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. And Steve, as we get into the middle of the season, do you feel we have a good idea of who the contenders are at this point?
The major forces, Kevin, you know for sure where they are. There are always some teams you can't tell if they're legit or not just yet.
Here's Leonard. That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
They're getting him shots in his spots. That's understanding your personnel.
Beverly against Holiday. Here's Middleton. Shoots over Leonard. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
And you see Middleton on the perimeter a lot, but he's really been trying to add strength to that 6'8" frame so he can mix it up a little more inside.
So he gets them both.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
George against DiVincenzo. George passes to Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Excellent pass, PG-13, keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
Leonard with no one around. Misses the J after tricking the D with the nifty pass fake. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. And Ibaka kicks to Beverly. DiVincenzo against George. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
The homecoming for Paul George, playing in L.A. with the Clippers. They gave up a king's ransom to OKC. 5 first-round picks and Danilo Gallinari and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And the Clippers making a change here. Williams has checked in. Now here is Holiday. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game. Middleton on the wing. He's covered by Leonard. Tries yet again. Connects. The jumper drops. Middleton's got 6.
And guys, the Clippers were willing to give almost anything for PG because they basically got Kawhi Leonard in the deal as well.
And let's remember, GA, he could have been a Laker. They would have had to trade away the 2nd pick in the 2017 draft. That or Brandon Ingram. Their loss became the Clippers' game.
And here's Middleton. Serge Ibaka making his last triple. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating.
And they really all have confidence in Antetokounmpo to run that set. That they're willing to put every aspect of their offense in his hands.
Nobody near Williams. Off target from 3-point range.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
That's lit right there, courtesy of Kawhi's natural explosiveness.
Antetokounmpo passes to Middleton. To the middle. Lopez outside. He kicks to Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Watch out. Antetokounmpo might be soft-spoken, but he's got a mean streak when it comes to attacking the hoop.
Now, here is George. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Bucks in Milwaukee.
Yeah, and I look at his total effect on the scoring, both as a passer and a shooter. Incredibly productive.
Offensive rebound, Batum. Williams against DiVincenzo. Shot clock at 5. And George, here we go. And it's George finishing it off.
And with those long strides, it takes Paul George no time to get to the rim.
Ibaka finds George. From past the arc. Rebound, Milwaukee. 24 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And Giannis throws it down.
Yeah, I mean, the ball handling and body control for a guy that's Giannis's height, it's really impressive.
Leonard against Middleton. It's good.
This has been a tremendous quarter for him. Everything he puts up now looks like it's going in.
Here's Giannis. Count that one. Giannis has got 8.
And how about the effort? You didn't think a little contact would prevent Giannis from scoring, did you?
Gets it off. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. Clippers lead. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. Guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disrupted.
Winning the turnover battle here early on, and you see that reflected in the score.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second, we've got DJ Augustine, and it's Craig in at the 4. Right side, Portis. Fires from the wing. It's Reggie Jackson with the rebound.
Yeah, he's kicking himself. No defenders to be found in that mid-range area.
And at his peak, Reggie Jackson is one of the better guards in the league. He's still got that confidence.
Yes, he does. Injury slowed him down, but still able to create his shot anytime he wants.
Clippers moving the ball around. Morris outside. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And I like the different looks that Morris can give you. Inside, outside, and in transition.
Augustine in the corner. Back to Connaughton. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, their skill, power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
Bucks trail by 6. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. And Forbes has it in the corner. Elbow shot, and the jumper is good. Forbes has got his first basket.
Showing he can hit the jumper from anywhere on the floor. Forbes continues to impress with his shot.
And Beverly kicks to Zubats. Over Augustine. And that one is good from Zubats. Zubac has got his first points of the night. And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
And really complete control of that game. If you recall, guys, they made sure they didn't have to sweat that one out down the stretch.
They did a phenomenal job putting that game out of reach. They really know how to put teams away.
Now here is Augustine. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And here we go. Fast break. Beverly's got it. Yep, it counts. And now it's an 8-point Los Angeles lead.
That is a powerful point guard right there. Reggie converting against very tight defense.
Here is Forbes. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Here's Craig, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. This is his first free throw of the game.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low number.
A different look for the Clippers. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Zubac. Paul George comes in for Reggie Jackson. Lou Williams is subbed in for Patrick Beverly. And then for Milwaukee, Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Bryn Forbes. And it's Holiday in for Augustine. Now, here is Morris. 11 points for him in that last game against the Bucks in Milwaukee. And there's the foul. It's on Bobby Portis. That is his first foul of the game. So, for the Clippers, Batum comes in for Marcus Morris. And Kawhi Leonard subbed in for Kennard. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Chris Middleton's checked in for Torrey Craig.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And so Giannis will bring it up for Milwaukee. 9-point game. Portis, the pass to Giannis. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And guys, that's a sight we've become far too accustomed to seeing. Antetokounmpo throwing it down like it was just another day at the office.
Now here's Williams. Last time out he had 14 points. And George, here we go. Ibaka, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession. A different look for Milwaukee. Lopez comes in for Bobby Portis, and it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Pat Connaughton. 1:19 left to play in the first half. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
Maybe the most highly skilled big man in our league. Giannis is also one of the most frequently fouled bigs in our game. Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Now here's Williams. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And George, here we go. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That's on Brook Lopez.
Strong take by Paul. He plays with great decisiveness. In OKC, Paul George showed he could be an MVP caliber performer. With Kawhi on the Clippers, he could be that 1B or that 1A.
And PG, you know, he has the versatility to succeed in different roles. Doesn't have to dominate the ball.
Yes, and if anything, he's more comfortable scoring within the flow of the offense. With his all-around impact, doesn't need to force things to make winning plays. But if you need him to, he can.
Now here's Lopez. Following the miss by Giannis. Lopez dishes to Giannis. Kicks it down to Middleton. Shoots over Leonard. And a little luck that time, but it drops. 8 points for Chris Middleton.
And this is Middleton's game. He's thinking of shooting it even before the pass hits his hands.
Outside, George. 24 seconds left to play here in the half. Lopez with the block.
And it's a bonus whenever Lopez comes up with the swat. Want to see more of this from the big fella.
Bucks trail by 7. Antetokounmpo kicks to Middleton. Outside Holiday. Kicks it down to Middleton. And so it's Los Angeles. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the
2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K. The story early on was Kawhi Leonard, who was on fire. He had 10 points. And that.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, one half to go. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers, a very high percentage of those in the first half.
Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then it's Ibaka, then there's Batum, and it's Leonard in at the small forward. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. Batum wide open, he fires, and he's good on the three ball. Batum's got the lead up to 10 now for the Clippers. Holiday looking for an opening. Shot clock at 6. It's rebounded by Leonard.
He liked to have that one back. That's easy money.
George passes to Leonard. They get it again, and George able to finish. And now a 12-point Clipper lead.
You know, offensive rebound is largely about hustle. Paul George plays with great energy and focus.
Beverly against Holiday. Now here's Middleton. He's got 8. Now Holiday. Near the three-point line, it's DiVincenzo. Here's Lopez. That one doesn't drop. Good work defensively by Ibaka.
They just don't have it right now. 0 for 4. Must have been one poor speech at halftime. 3 out of 4 coming out of the half, showing good execution on the offensive end.
To the paint, it's Solomon to Kumbo. DiVincenzo against Beverly. Lopez right side. Here's Antetokounmpo, and the dunk by Giannis.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
Now here's George. 11 points in the game. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Ibaka wide open. He fires. No good on the triple.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Antetokounmpo finds Holiday. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Clippers leading by 12. Here's Leonard. Batum, the tip in on the offensive rebound. Batum's got 5.
The uncanny ability to time the tip in. He does this night in and night out.
Outside Holiday. Bucks passing it around. Middleton dishes to Lopez. Back to Middleton. Launches it. Drills the three-pointer. He's got 11. Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance, but really opposite off the floor, away from the game.
I tell you, Kev, John's got a heart of gold. And anybody that knows him is going to be a fan of the person. John is as good a friend as I can ever recall having.
Leonard, the pass to Ibaka. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 3 assists now in this one.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Now here is Holiday. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Passes it to DiVincenzo. And that one, good.
The underrated vision of Holiday. I like it when he's distributing, and I think his coach does as well.
George with the ball. 11 points in the game. Ibaka, the pass to George. And George with the stuff.
It's one of those nights where George's number has been called time after time.
Leonard against Middleton. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Here's Holiday. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Leonard's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
I don't know how many misses that is in a row, but I know it's ugly.
And here we go, the fast break with Giannis. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
And we talk about Antetokounmpo's all-around skills, and tonight it's been about the scoring. He's put this offense on his back.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. The Clippers on top. They lead by 11. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break.
Be more committed in the paint. Don't block a shot.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the floor for Milwaukee, starting the fourth quarter, they've got Portis, Antetokounmpo out there with DJ Augustin, and it's Forbes in at the shooting guard. Inside, Zubats, and the dunk by Zubats.
And give Sweet Lou credit. Turns down his own shot because his teammate has a better one.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
Meeting right at the rim. He typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
Here's Williams. Doesn't go that time. Great D that time from Portis. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Guarded now by Morris. Giannis against Morris. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
No doubt for me, the offense looks better in the second half. They've been able to dial down those turnovers, and that's been a huge help.
And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile one block.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
From deep. That one's not going to go. Now the Bucks take it the other way. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrated. The shot, no good. Clippers leading by 13. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Drills it from outside.
I like Kennard's change of pace with the dribble and his ability to stop on a dime.
Augustin passes to Portis. And the shot is good. Portis has got his first points of the game.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
Outside Williams. 20 feet out. Milwaukee with the rebound. Giannis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Trying to finish out the game strong. You have to recognize who has the hot hand and get him the ball.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Leonard comes in for Luke Kennard. And Georgia subbed in for Reggie Jackson. Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Leonard the pass to Zubats. On the wing, George. Back to Zubats. The shot's good on the assist by George.
Good read from Paul George. He's very skilled at realizing when he should make these passes.
On the wing, Giannis. He's covered by Leonard. Here's Giannis. Morris with the rebound. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Here's Leonard. Milwaukee with the rebound.
Wow, that's one you just kind of assume is going in. Tough luck.
It's a hand on it. Great positioning on the putback. Portis has got 4 points in the quarter.
Must put a body on Portis. He loves to crash the offensive glass.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Patrick Beverly comes in for Lou Williams. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Brooke Lopez is checked in for Portis. Chris Middleton comes in for Torrey Craig. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Drew Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. Leonard against Holiday. Over Leonard. Off the left rim and out.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Clippers.
And one area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
I think it sparked their offense. It deflates the opposition, and when you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's pretty hard to overcome that defensive pressure down the stretch.
And guys, at this point in the long NBA season, this will go down as win number 25.
And after dropping game one in this matchup, they managed to take the second of a 3-game season series. No question, that's a morale booster.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for George.
And how many times throughout the course of the evening did he make a momentum-changing play? I thought his relentlessness really keyed their success.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
They're going to win by a nice margin. The effort was there all night.
And that's good from Antetokounmpo on the assist by Holiday.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
And here's George. Beverly for three. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean...
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight.
All right, joining us now is Splash, raining threes everywhere. Ty, here's your competitor in the championship.
Yes, sir. Ty told you meet me at the top, baby.
Hey, man, let's get it, man.
So the first big question I have to ask both of you, and I'll start with you, Ty. Who's the bigger trash talker between you two? Because I know you guys have faced off before in the past.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Lopez in at the pivot, manning the middle. And for Los Angeles, Caldwell Pope and LeBron fill out the wings. Markieff Morris is out there with Marc Gasol. And it's Schroeder in at the guard position. Now, here is Morris. Pass to Schroeder. Down low. And there's Marc Gasol on the assist by Schroeder. Gasol's got the scoreboard going with his first points of the night for Los Angeles. To the inside, Gasol with the steal. Here's James, connects on the open J.
James loves pulling up immediately off the pass. You can't give him any breathing room, even when the pass is coming his way.
And stolen by LeBron. He dishes it to Schroeder. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Way to work the inside-out game. Draws the defense in and kicks it out for the open shot.
Well, it was the Los Angeles Lakers winning their last game against Golden State.
And LeBron James still the face of the league as he goes into his mid-30s. The impact he's had on this sport is really immeasurable.
Come on, Jerry. I mean, he's one of the most recognizable athletes in the world. I mean, it's scary to think that LeBron can still turn it on and take over when he needs to. And you know what? Playoff LeBron is a very real thing.
The wide open look here for Holiday. Buries it from three-point range.
A solid outside game. Holiday has good lift on his J. And at 6'4", he can get his shot off against just about anybody.
Now here's James. He's coming off a 19-point game against Golden State. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
And there's another turnover by the Lakers. And these are the real stats, real scores from the real NBA, showing you the top shooting teams in the league. That's the name of the game, putting the ball in the basket. The Bucks second.
So patient on the offensive end. I mean, they're not going to force shots, and it's that selectiveness that's yielded such an impressive field goal percentage.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Really played well against the Clippers in his last outing.
Yeah, I mean, the ball handling and body control for a guy that's Giannis's height, it's really impressive.
James against Holiday. Here's Gasol, and it's sent back by Lopez. Here's Antetokounmpo. Lays it up and banks it in. Giannis has got 6. Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think is going to lead the pack there?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way.
Look, when someone's open, Lopez will find him, using his height to see over the defense.
And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles.
And he just bangs down the one-hander.
2 very easy points right here. Pass to Holiday. Back to Middleton. He feeds it to Giannis. Passes to Middleton. Morris with the block.
Oh, man, look at Morris. Use his reach to turn away a shot. He's excellent at cornering shooters and sitting their shots back.
Middleton can't get it to go.
It's time for him to start looking for other options. They can't let him keep shooting. His touch is gone.
Lakers shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. That's good from Schroeder. A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Schroeder hits them both. They play the clock right, then go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
Here is Forbes. He's guarded by Schroeder. Forbes, the pass to Augustine. Pocket 6. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron. There's 25 seconds left to play here in the first. Schroeder passes to Harrell. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder.
And improving as a shot maker every year. Harrell has to be accounted for defensively.
Here's Forbes. That 3 off the mark. And here's Schroeder. Got it. Good job in the low post. Schroeder's got 6 points.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
And so it's Los Angeles heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're feeling very confident shooting the ball. And earlier we got a few words from Marc Gasol regarding his former teammate in Toronto.
The way he plays defensively, you know what he's.
And of course, Gasol and Leonard won the championship together in 2019, largely, Greg, because of their ability to play defense and get stops.
And 2 former defensive players of the year on the same team. That's going to be your foundation. But both guys were tremendous at the other end as well, albeit in different ways.
And as we return, it's Noche Latina, celebrating the NBA's connection to the Latin American community. And from what we've seen so far from the Lakers, guys, what are your thoughts?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Oh, yeah. Love the ball movement so far. Everything clicking at the offensive end.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second, they've got Portis, and it's Craig in at the power forward position. Connaughton passes to Portis. Here's Craig. He is defended by Harrell. Fires from deep. They get it back.
What intensity on the glass from Portis. A junkyard dog. He worked so hard for the second chance opportunity.
Here's Caruso. It's rebounded by Portis. Bucks trail by 3. Here's Connaughton. The second effort, and the rejection by Harrell. Here's Kuzma. Harrell trying to free himself up. And Kuzma with the basket on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got his 3rd assist on the night. When Kuzma first entered the league, the Lakers were a rebuilding team. Now, Greg, he's one of the more experienced pieces on this team.
And Kuzma's made the most of it, switching to a learning role. Tries to absorb as much as he can from the vets, and he does everything he can to pick their brain and improve on those little things in terms of championship caliber basketball.
Harrell, that's good.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Augustine looking around. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Oh, that's not the kind of interior defense you want. Way too slow to protect the rim.
Kuzma inside. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. And the Lakers lead by 5. The Bucks have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Here is Forbes. He's guarded by Schroeder. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Celtics.
The mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him, and when he's got that much room, forget about it.
And stolen by Portis. Here's Augustine. Caruso grabs the miss.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Here's Horton Tucker. No good on that one. Great D that time from Portis. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You two players.
And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile one block.
Close games can boil down to who makes plays on defense, and that is one heck of a rejection right there.
So it's the Lakers now. The pass to Harrell. Out to Kuzma. Pass to Schroeder. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Harrell, that's good.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
Yeah, he's just not giving the ball up. He's passing with a purpose, and this lead to scores.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Good on the bucket. Now it's a 7-point Laker lead. There's a minute left in the second quarter. Forbes, the pass to Craig. Back to Forbes. Wide open look. He doesn't hit that one.
Not the most productive quarter he'll ever have, but his shot selection's been a little bit dubious.
Caruso looking for an opening. Feeds it to Harrell. To the right side. Just 5 to shoot. Caruso, no good. And so it's Augustine who will bring it up for the Bucks. 7-point differential. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
And it could have been a lot closer than it was down the stretch, though. They were terrific.
It's a very solid game for them. I mean, the score might not tell the story of just how superior they were, but trust me.
Harrell kicks to Kuzma. And the first half is now in the books. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to the Lakers game ready to play. They strung together several impressive trips down the floor to open things. Thanks for joining.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You have to like what we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Bringing the physicality. I mean, they kept working it to him, and he kept delivering.
Caldwell Pope and LeBron fill out the wings. Marc Gasol is out there with Morris, and it's Schroeder in at the point. That's the Laker 5.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
You know, even though LeBron doesn't go 100% every minute of every game in the season, he still knows when to turn it on.
And for someone at his age, that is something you have to know how to do. You can see when LeBron kicks it into that next gear. Can't keep it on all the time, but he's still able to take over when he needs to.
Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
And those are plays that get you in front and keep you in front.
Sinks the triple. Middleton's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Lakers leading by 6. On the wing, James. Defended by Middleton. Oh, and here comes Holiday all alone. Middleton trying to break free. And Giannis with the basket on the assist by Holiday.
And how about the effort? You didn't think a little contact would prevent Giannis from scoring, did you?
Pass to Morris. Now here's Gasol. Lopez covering. To the middle. Too long in the paint. And he's hit with a 3-second violation. Rager, the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. in that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you played for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
He's got to do a better job making the D pay for their mistakes.
That one's in there. The Lakers' lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Antetokounmpo.
And we talk about Antetokounmpo's all-around skills, and tonight it's been about the scoring. He's put this offense on his back.
Middleton with it. He's picked up by LeBron. Giannis passes to Lopez. Here's DiVincenzo. And Holiday kicks to Giannis. Count that as his 7th field goal, 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Kicks it out to James. To the paint. Here's Gasol. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Brook Lopez. Strange to see Marc Gasol shooting from outside. His game, Greg, wasn't always like it is now.
I mean, Gasol has added a 3 to his game in the last seasons with Memphis, and it was an immediate success. He became a functioning stretch 5. Early in his career, he was more likely to drag you to the block and just bruise you more than anything else.
Antetokounmpo inside. Harrell on him.
I don't think the D does good enough here, but something causes the miss.
And James throws it down home.
Come on, Hall of Fame athleticism and ability. James has no problem throwing it down to stop.
Middleton for 3. It's rebounded by Gasol.
He has shot them in the foot with his inability to make shots tonight.
Nice shot by James.
Such a consistent night for him from the field. Whenever they've needed it, he's been their safety valve.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. 1:19 left in the 3rd. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And attacking with all that length. And when Giannis drives, he's either scoring or at least getting the foul.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Both free throws good from Antetokounmpo. And Caruso's got the ball here for the Lakers. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And there's the feed to Harrell. Good D by Lopez.
I love to see the defense exhibit some passion in protecting the rim right there.
And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
Watch out. Antetokounmpo might be soft-spoken, but he's got a mean streak when it comes to attacking the hoop.
Caldwell Pope passes to Kuzma. And here is Harrell. Back to Kuzma. Pass to Caruso. Lakers passing it around. Harrell. Lopez with the block.
And you got to appreciate the length Lopez has. He's effective at using it to stifle shooting.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Milwaukee making a switch here. Portis is checked in. 27 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Inside, it's Solomon to Antetokounmpo. Now the Bucks moving it up. And there's the pass to Holiday. Back to Antetokounmpo. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
And really, the ceiling for Antetokounmpo is limitless. I mean, he has the potential to be a Hall of Famer one day.
The Bucks have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. He doesn't get the second one. Now Caldwell Pope. It's thrown by Antetokounmpo. 1 second left. That shot off. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Lakers lead by 2. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Control the pace. Get it to the right guy at the right time. These requirements top the list if you're a good point guard.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. On the court for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Then there's Bobby Portis. Then it's Holiday, and it's Connaughton in at the shooting guard position. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
It's so strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
And the foul on Drew Holiday. That is his first foul of the game. And the Lakers with some changes. Markieff Morris is checked in for Caldwell Pope. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Alex Caruso. The Bucks also changing it up. Lopez comes in for Bobby Portis. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Pat Connaughton. Here's Antetokounmpo. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got 3 assists in the game. Horton Tucker, the pass to Harrell. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Harrell's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Here's Giannis. Lays it up off the glass. Giannis has got it all tied up now for the Bucks.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Coach trusts him to make winning plays down the stretch. I mean, because he's shown that ability time and time and time again.
And there's the call on Montrezl Harrell. That is his first foul of the game. Marc Gasol is checked in for the Lakers. LeBron comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Here's Antetokounmpo, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. They get Marc Gasol.
I like that he's playing with an edge here in the second half. I mean, he didn't get to the line once in the first half.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses.
Yeah, one more make would have been nice, but they do walk away with the lead.
And that one's good. Schroeder. The Bucks have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Giannis outside. And the dunk by Giannis.
And that move has become second nature for Giannis. Once he establishes position, game over.
Morris outside. Schroeder against Holiday. To the paint. Out to Morris. LeBron outside. 6 on the shot clock. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Now the Bucks moving it up. Holiday is running. DiVincenzo hits the bucket.
And a nice spark for their offense here in the second half. Now above 50% for the game.
Morris passes to Horton Tucker. Dishes it to Gasol. Morris right side. Back to Gasol. Lopez with the steal. And here we go, the fast break with Giannis. That one drops for him. Giannis has got the lead up to 5 now for the Bucks.
And just hard to match up with Antetokounmpo's speed, especially in the open floor.
Down low, Lopez with the steal. Milwaukee, another fast break opportunity here. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Just simply overpowers the defense. Giannis flexing the muscles he's added to that near 7-foot frame.
Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And so James will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Here's Caldwell-Pope, and that time also a missed shot.
D making that layup look very uncomfortable for him. Good aggressive work down low.
drops the first one, and that will put them up by 9. Both free throws good from Antetokounmpo. And this next draft, Chris, expected to be the last year of the one-and-done rule. Do you approve of the league once again letting high schoolers be drafted?
Well, yeah, I think if you're finally catching back up with the world, if a man can do the various things that you could do after turning 18, why wouldn't you be allowed to go to a job and make money for your family? So, yeah, I definitely think it's the right thing to do.
Morris against Antetokounmpo, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces, as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Bucks.
Their superior ball handling won it for them.
And fewer turnovers equals greater scoring opportunities. Any coach will tell you that. If you take care of the ball every possession, and this is a perfect example of what happens when you do.
And so looking at their number, this will be win number 22 on the year.
And after dropping game 1 in this matchup, they managed to take the second of a 3-game season series. No question, that's a morale booster.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
You can do a lot to change a game other than scoring, and it was his quick hands on the defensive end that put them in the driver's seat. And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, there's no doubt as to who was the better team. I mean, they proved it with this win.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Pass to Giannis. For 3. Off on that one. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks.
See what that Hondo is all about.
That's the match made in heaven for everybody in the comp community. My team, Pro-Am, like, they hear Ty's name from my team and my name just sparking around, like, let's see who's better when.
Downtown Milwaukee is seen. We are.
Hey, Kevin.
Very dangerous indeed. David, thanks. And we've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for DeAndre Jordan.
We've seen him regress as a rebounder these past few seasons. His numbers have come down in that department, and I'd like to see him concentrate on bringing them back up. I'm sure the team would as well. You can never have enough rebound.
So the Nets starting five. Durant is out there with Jordan. Then there's Harris. Then it's Harden, and it's Irving in at the shooting guard position. And for the Bucks, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3, the small forward.
How about Drew Holiday? Unselfish, team-first player. Love that from the guard position.
And stolen by DiVincenzo. Brooklyn with the rebound. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
Yeah, you saw the communication breakdowns defensively, just giving up way too many open looks.
Yeah, sometimes you can play good on-ball defense, but it's the help defense that makes you elite. And on that night, nobody rotating and not a lot of help.
And the backcourt matchup tonight, Brent, definitely high-powered at the point guard position in particular. Much more scoring expected than in decades past.
I think guys have the green light, Kevin, to fire away at the first available opportunity. The offense isn't taught the same way with orchestrators at the point guard position. Now guys are looking to be overly aggressive with their scoring prowess and to try to make plays sometimes feels secondary.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. The kick out to Holiday. And Jordan sends it back.
You see, you can't just throw up stuff like that with DeAndre Jordan lurking around.
Middleton for 3. Jordan with the rebound. For Brooklyn, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. And Harris gets it to go on the assist by Irving.
Not getting old here, seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Antetokounmpo passes to Lopez. Back to Giannis. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Giannis has got his second basket.
Fundamental play there from Lopez, spotting the open man and then sending him the ball.
Irving dishes to Jordan. And it's Jordan with the jam.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. And Jordan sends it back. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. And the Bucks making a change here. Connaughton's checked in. And then for Brooklyn, Jeff Green. He's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Luwawu Cabarro comes in for Joe Harris. And it's Bruce Brown in for Kyrie Irving.
And Harden's such a creative scorer, especially when he gets in close to the basket.
And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last.
Now, I'm all for the crowd interacting with the players, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one, errant pass.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. Torrey Craig comes in for Antetokounmpo. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Drew Holiday. Here is Forbes after the made shot from KD. Portis trying to free himself. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Here's Craig. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
The Nets making a switch here. Shamet's checked in. KD drives in. Milwaukee with the rebound.
Is it getting cold in here? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
Oh, and how about squeezing the orange as tight as he could there before the stuff?
Yeah, no way he's going to lose that thing on the way up. Now, here's Shamet. 9-point game his last outing. Here's KD. And the shot is long.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter. That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Here's Shamet after the basket by Milwaukee. Shot to stop the run. That one misses. Great D that time from Portis.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Outside Durant. Let's keep it alive.
He's having a tough quarter scoring the basketball and able to help them close this gap. Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Yeah, you wondered if they would take some time to find their A game. They did it at jump ball. They've been awesome tonight.
And Green is right there.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Here is Forbes. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. And Durant puts up a deep three, and that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Milwaukee holding on to an 8-point lead, heading into the break. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And when asked to compare himself,
I know if I put the work in, maybe.
And Greg, that's the humble, hard-working approach we've come to expect from Giannis.
You know, he's not interested in putting himself on a pedestal. Enough people do that for him. He just wants to become the best he can be and win rings.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Well, the coaches preach ball movement, and we saw exactly why in that first quarter.
Well, everybody just feeling the energy of the basketball as they moved it around, and lots of hands were touching it.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. They've got Harris. Landry Shamet is out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Green, and it's Brown, and it's small forward.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Nets trail by 8. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Back to Irving. Off target at the rim.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
Now here is Augustine. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. To the inside. It's stolen by Green. Shamet with it. Picked up by Portis. And the Nets miss again. Bucks leading by 8. Here's Forbes. Happy to see that one go in for a second make in 5 attempts.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
And a wide open look for Irving. And it's Connaughton with the rebound.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range. They're much, much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
Craig passes to Portis. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is to me absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed. But it's always existed. And the reality is this. You become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
Nets trail by 10. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Fast break, Milwaukee. Holiday with the ball. Lopez, no luck. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They're off to San Antonio after this game, bringing their show to the AT&T Center. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road.
You know, and with how deliberate he can be, Harden still can surprise defenders with that burst, that underrated vertical that he possesses.
Now here's Giannis. Throws it down.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
It's the Nets now, following the bucket by the Bucks. Good on that shot. With that, the Bucks lead is cut to just 7 on the basket from Harris. To the middle. Here's Lopez. And he drops it in from the low post.
Lopez close up and gets it done.
Outside Irving. To the paint. Shot clock at 6. Tries from 10. And it's Brooklyn scoring again.
Nice mid-range, Jay. Automatic, it looks like, for Kyrie Irving right now.
Bucks leading by 7. Middleton on the wing, guarded by Harris. DiVincenzo kicks to Middleton. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Sprinting up the floor and beating everyone down. That's the reward for Chris Middleton.
Holiday against Irving. On the wing, Harden. Outside Irving. Inside. And the shot is good. The Bucks lead has been cut to just 7 points in the basket from Jordan.
Not allowing the defense to cover him or alter his shot there was DeAndre Jordan getting to the rim.
Here's Lopez. And there are the Bucks with another bucket. For Brooklyn, they've gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Outside Irving. Down low. And there's Jordan. That's good on the assist by Irving. And that's now 6 points for DeAndre Jordan. Holiday surveying the floor. And Holiday throws it down.
And don't forget about Drew Holiday. He's got some ups. More than capable of getting up there to the rim.
And so it's Milwaukee.
Kevin, thanks. Coach, your guys have been able to limit their scoring. How have you done that?
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back. It's Milwaukee with the advantage at the half. They have a 9-point lead. And you, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Bucks.
You know what, Ernie? I got... And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Nets trail by 9. Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the center, locking down the middle.
You're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
To the inside, and stolen by DiVincenzo. It's Giannis with the drive. That one doesn't go. Nice D from Durant. The net shooting here about 46% for the game. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
How about those long strides, Durant quick in the open court and then right to the rim.
Holiday finds Antetokounmpo. 2 points. That one goes.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Durant in the corner. No one near him. And that one off the back of the rim and in. KD's got 6.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
And so Antetokounmpo looking over it. Nice D from Durant.
Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
And it goes down 2 points. And it's 8 points for KD.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Passes it to Lopez. And the foul on Joe Harris. That's his first foul. A different look for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. Pat Connaughton comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. The Nets also changing it up. Luwawu Cabarro, he's checked in for Joe Harris. Brown comes in for Kyrie Irving. And Landry Shamet subbed in for James Harden.
Yeah, could you add that one to Durant's ongoing highlight reel? Thank you very much.
Here is Forbes. He's covered by Shamet. Forbes can't get it to go.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5. Well, that's 3 of their last 5 baskets in transition.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Here is Forbes. Middleton outside. Brown with it. And GA Chris Middleton over his career, much improved on the defensive end.
A true two-way player. And I tell you, that 6'11" wingspan helps. Able to use that length to bother shots and disrupt passes.
Here's DiVincenzo. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Drew Holiday's checked in for Milwaukee. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Jeff Green, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham, the second rounder back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league, and there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names.
DiVincenzo passes to Portis. Just 5 on the clock. The 3 doesn't go for him. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. Here's Luwawu. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And the former Hoya Green, a rangy forward who can both score and defend from all areas of the floor.
Brook Lopez is checked in for Chris Middleton. James Harden, he's checked in for Brooklyn. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. 1:07 left in the third quarter. On the wing, Holiday, guarded by Harden. A 3 for DiVincenzo. Rebounded by the Nets.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
KD with the bucket.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
50 seconds left to play in the third. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And the Bucks making a change here. Antetokounmpo's checked in. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for the Nets. Harden against Holiday. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Brook Lopez.
Maybe the best ever at earning free throws. I mean, Harden has mastered the art of contact and still being able to get off the shot.
Harden hits them both.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Man, defensively so tough to make a decision. What do you want to stop? You come off the pick, Giannis can pass, he can finish. It can really cause you to hesitate.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Harden, and the jam by Harden.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Outside, Antetokounmpo. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Bucks lead by 2.
That's a battle down there. It's one of the reasons Lopez has been in this league for over a decade. Solid effort.
And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. Bucks ahead. They're up by 2. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his speed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. Harden out there with Kyrie Irving. And there's Green. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Luwawu in at the small forward position. Harris controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Harris has got the game tied up here for Brooklyn.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Antetokounmpo inside. Harris is there. Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, Giannis has the hard hat on right now, going to work. So good, so long, and just terrorizing the D.
Irving with the ball. Now guarded by Antetokounmpo. For 3, Harris. Rebounded by the Bucks. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Antetokounmpo inside. That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor.
He's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
Holiday against Harden. Yep, that one goes in there.
I mean, how many spots on the floor is Harden not effective from? I'll tell you, not many.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Jordan comes in for Green, and Durant subbed in for Luwawu Cabarrot. Pass to Irving. KD drives in, and the jam by Kevin Durant.
That's a big-time finish. KD dunking all over the defense.
Middleton outside. Kicks it to Antetokounmpo. The feed to Lopez. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. The Nets have gone 3 of 5 here in the 4th quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Irving dishes to KD. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. And so it's Middleton with it. He brings it up for the Bucks, trailing by 2. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Giannis inside, guarded by Harden. A shot by Holiday, nobody around. It's good from long range.
And really, that is a tremendous shot by Holiday there. His team really has momentum now.
Durant up top, defended by Middleton.
Yeah, way to play an attack mode and get to the line.
That's good from Durant.
And the All-Star Kevin Durant, a slender, quick-footed forward. He's added a bit of physicality and defensive presence to his game the last couple years. Now, he's the one person that the coaching staff and the teammates love to see at the line in a tight ball game. You can pretty much bank on these.
Giannis drives in. He dishes it to Lopez. The kick out to Giannis. Back to Lopez. And he banks in the layup.
Wow, Lopez stepping up. What confidence from the big fella.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the 4th quarter. Here's Harden on the wing. And the pass to KD. Up again, and there's Jordan putting it right back in. And the Nets lead by 1.
DeAndre Jordan has seen these moments before. Not usually the guy called upon, but, man, delivering in a big spot.
That's Giannis. And the jump by Giannis.
Giannis Antetokounmpo is a star in this league, and more the team trusts him in those moments.
The Nets have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Harden the pass to Durant. 1:04 left in the 4th. And there's Jordan putting it right back in.
Oh, DeAndre Jordan sinks that shot. Not the first option, but doing the job.
Giannis against Jordan. In the corner, Middleton with it. The tray. Nails the tray.
Oh, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
On the wing, Irving. Back to Harden. Durant in the corner. And Harris wide open. He shoots. A three-pointer, no good.
And they had some boxed coverage that turned into no coverage.
And it's Giannis missing.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
Nope. Every opportunity here have to have flawless execution.
And they do have a foul to give.
Timeout called the Bucks. They trail by 1. 16 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Kevin Durant.
And he's put on a terrific show of skill in the paint. A combination of moves, footwork, and that soft touch down low. It's all added up to one dominant performance for the big fella.
It falls!
Big-time shot from young Giannis there. He feels more and more comfortable in these big moments.
Timeout called, the Nets. They're trailing by 1. 8 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, your thoughts?
Yeah, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
And sometimes not just what a coach draws up, but who he has execute in these moments.
8 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Durant, wide open, he fires. Yes!
Despite a laid-back nature, Durant demands the ball in crunch time. This is why.
Timeout called, the Bucks. They're trailing by 1. 1 second left in the game. Guys, what do you think?
And they've got enough time left to get a good look. It's got to be quick, but it doesn't have to be a heave. You can still catch, turn, and shoot. They've got one shot at it here, obviously. It's a make-or-break situation.
From deep, Giannis. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. No good. And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. Downtown Milwaukee is seen from the shore of Lake Michigan on a cloudless day. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Lou Williams.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of. It will be.
Oh, no, he didn't. Letting it all hang out when George takes flight. Just enjoy the show.
Now the pass to Giannis. Back to DiVincenzo. Pass to Middleton for the three. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
When they ran the offense right, they found some easy shots. But on that occasion, it was few and far between.
You know, they take one step forward, 2 steps back, and exercise in frustration.
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Greg, tonight's game, like so many, could come down to the three-point shooting. There are debates as to whether that style alone can win you a championship. What do you think?
You know, there will never be a substitute for balance, but I just think with the evolution of the skill that we see in our game, the coaches and players being so smart, you do want to keep the opponents guessing, but let's face it, the three-point shot is here to stay. It's really simple math. 3 is more than 2.
Long and athletic, PG-13 is a terror when he reaches the cup.
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
It's Giannis with the drive.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. George with the ball. He's picked up by Lopez. Here's Ibaka. Second shot opportunity, and that's 2 points on the layup.
When shots go up, one thing about Ibaka, he gets to the right place at the right time.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And Holiday kicks to Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
Sure. Leonard finds George. 6 to shoot. Beverly wide open. Misses the 3. For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today.
I mean, a tremendous all-around talent. Drew Holiday keeping his eyes up and his options open.
Beverly, the pass to George. Leonard attacking. Here's Ibaka, and the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
This is the kind of physical play we saw from Ibaka earlier in his career. We're seeing it again now.
Lopez kicks to DiVincenzo. Here's Giannis. That shot off the mark. Good work defensively by Ibaka. And it's George finishing it off.
Great hustle by Paul, using his speed in the open court, and then, of course, he's an excellent finisher.
Holiday dishes to Middleton. He feeds it to Lopez. Beverly against Holiday. Missed inside.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Count that one. George has got 8 points.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Middleton. Back to Antetokounmpo. And it's blocked by Ibaka. And he gets it back. Back to Holiday. Over Beverly. Milwaukee, no good that time either. And here's Beverly. He brings it up for Los Angeles. And then George with the jam.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
Holiday, the pass to Lopez. Holiday against Beverly. With the teardrop. Now here's DiVincenzo. He's covered closely.
See, that's a solid effort on the defensive glass. You need guys who are willing to work, willing to get their hands dirty inside.
George passes to Ibaka. George looking over the floor. And it's wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
And what I love, there was no panic on his part. That's the steady pulse you want in that situation.
Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Especially at the start. You want to get something positive going and establish your rhythm.
And the Clippers, looking at who they've got, we've got Marcus Morris. Baca is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Williams. And it's Jackson in at the 2. Forbes the pass to Portis. Here's Craig. And a miss there on the triple. Clippers leading by 10. Morris kicks to Jackson. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Down low. Passes to Connaughton. Here's Portis. Zubac defending. Zubac against Portis. Here's Connaughton. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Great look by Portis. For a young player, he really understands what they're trying to do.
Williams looking around. Double team on Williams. Ibaka right side. Picked off in midair. Here's Forbes. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Let's take a moment to see the squads that have been the most dominant on the glass this season. Bucks number 1.
They are tenacious when it comes to attacking the backboard. Physical, smart, and determined. No surprise to see them at the top of the ranking.
Luke Kennard, he's checked in for the Clippers.
He was one of those great summer league stories. Bryn Forbes can get by as a knockdown shooter while still rounding out the rest of his game.
Outside for Jackson. Pass to Zubac. It's deflected.
Great size by Bobby Portis. Would love to see him block more shots, but he got all of that one.
The Bucks, they won their last contest, that game against the Clippers.
And really complete control of that game. If you recall, guys, they made sure they didn't have to sweat that one out down the stretch.
They did a phenomenal job putting that game out of reach. They really know how to put teams away. That's a smart move to pull up for a 3 on the break. Defenses usually pack the paint and forget to guard the outside jump shot.
Forbes the pass to Portis. To the paint, here's Connaughton, and there's the pass to Craig. To the middle. It's stolen by Morris. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break, and he gets it to go. Jackson's got the lead up to 14 now for Los Angeles.
Coming off a scoreless first quarter, he's found a little rhythm here.
Greg, too early to start talking about MVP for this year or midseason?
You know, we've gotten to a point now where we start talking MVP at the start of the season. You know,
yeah, right.
People just love to talk sports at this point, especially when it comes to the most prestigious individual awards out there. I think you can make a case and sway some opinions with your play this time of year, but I like to let it all play out before I start focusing on that.
Things can change in a hurry, can't they, in a season?
Yes, they can.
Like you say, let it play out.
Yeah, easy call.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Brooke Lopez is checked in for Portis. Chris Middleton comes in for Pat Connaughton. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Bryn Forbes. And it's Holiday in for Augustine. And then for Los Angeles, Leonard, he's checked in for Marcus Morris. Paul George comes in for Jackson. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Williams. Here's a look now what's coming up for the Milwaukee Bucks. On Tuesday, they'll be taking on Paul Millsap and the Denver Nuggets. Then on Thursday, they'll be taking on Jonas Valanciunas and the Memphis Grizzlies.
And looking at the Wizards matchup, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
Giannis, he's checked in for Torrey Craig.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
George against Middleton. Outside for George. Launches a three. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And it's Giannis missing.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Trying to defend Kennard. You know he can hit shots with limited space. That helps him get you off balance.
And the Clippers making a change here. Batum's checked in.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Here's Lopez, and Lopez throws it down.
And I love when Lopez attacks like this, putting his size and long strides to great use there.
George up top, defended by Middleton. George passes to Batum. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. 5 on the clock. And Leonard gets it to go.
The power, the length, the ability to finish. Leonard dominant in that painted area.
Feeds to Batum. It's Solomon to Tacumbo. And now the fast break. Middleton with the ball. He dishes it to Antetokounmpo. Batum with the steal. And oh, here we go with Leonard. Nobody back. Moving it up. And George gets it to go.
Yet another one for Paul George. He can pile up points without wasting possessions.
Here's Lopez. No good on the last second attempt there. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Paul George taking care of business in this one. He had 14 points. And Kenny. And that'll.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. It's been one outstanding game from George.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
And not standing around, not settling for perimeter shots. He's looking to attack.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the center, locking down the middle. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And that's going to go back the other direction. But they played a pretty clean game. Not many giveaways, and the score reflects that.
And there's that transition offense. Push the ball up the floor. The defense can't get set, and you can get some easy baskets here.
Ibaka down low, defended by DiVincenzo. Shots good by Ibaka. Ibaka's got his third basket of the night right there.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Pass to Middleton. And there's the whistle, 3-second violation.
And it's easy to give up after a play like that, but this team needs to keep fighting.
It's just one trip down the court, but you have to have short memory in this league or you won't last long.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. Pat Connaughton comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Drew Holiday.
And not a next-level athlete, but Morris has the ability to face up and beat his man off the dribble.
Jackson against Middleton. And the layup's good off the glass.
3 straight to begin this half. Couldn't have drawn it up any better.
Clippers leading by 16. Jackson looking around. At the elbow, it's Ibaka. Morris outside. Off target from outside.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it. They couldn't have asked for a better start to this half offensively. 4 straight and counting.
Outside Williams. On the wing, Jackson. He gets it in there. Jackson's got 9.
The defense having to respect Jackson's outside game. That opened up things for him in the inside.
Antetokounmpo against Batum. Back to Giannis. And it's blocked by Ibaka.
And that's how you do it. Ibaka still able to surprise people very quick off the floor.
And now they're shooting it pretty well. That was not something we would have said in that first half.
Williams attacking. Out to Morris. Back to Williams. Ibaka right side. Over Augustine. And there's Ibaka. That's good on the assist by Williams. 8 points for Serge Ibaka.
Because he's so good at shooting it and driving it, defenses overplay Lou, leaving other guys free.
Left side, Portis passes it to Giannis. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
Efficient performance from him. Not the case for everyone else on his team.
The feed to Ibaka. And stolen by Portis. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. Middleton leading the charge.
And we talk about Antetokounmpo's all-around skills, and tonight it's been about the scoring. He's put this offense on his back.
Jackson drives in, and the dunk by Jackson.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
Here's Antetokounmpo. It falls for basket number 9 from the field. He's taken 14 shots to get there.
And they really all have confidence in Antetokounmpo to run that set. That they're willing to put every aspect of their offense in his hands.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And a lot of contact on that one. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Pass to Craig. Giannis up top. And the rejection by Zubac. The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Clippers lead by 14. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, the two stars, George and Leonard, fill up the forward slots. Kennard is out there with Patrick Beverly. And it's Zubats in at the 5 down low. Here is Forbes. Kennard covering. Lopez dishes to Forbes. It's hauled in by Zubats. Clippers leading by 14. Nobody near Leonard. No good with the triple.
Trying to finish out the game strong. You have to recognize who has the hot hand and get him the ball.
Here's Craig. Lays it up and banks it in. Craig, when you played for the Knicks, I always heard that Charles Oakley would cook for the players. Is that true?
Absolutely. Oak was very particular about his food. And I got to tell you, he knows his way around the kitchen. And to be honest, I would never tell him otherwise.
Well, what was his special?
Whatever he made, it was special. It wouldn't matter.
And it's the Clippers with the ball. In the corner, Kennard with it. Clock at 6. Outside Leonard. Zubats kicks to Leonard. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Bucks trail by 12. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Milwaukee making a switch here. DiVincenzo's checked in. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Kennard. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, over the break, I was able to listen to Tyronn Lue's huddle. His demeanor was not one of the coach whose team was well ahead. He said this is the time to turn up the heat, make one final push, and try to close out strong. See if they were listening, guys.
And George, here we go. And it's George finishing it off.
Smooth off the bounce with the strength to finish through contact. Paul George showing us how it's done.
Antetokounmpo passes to DiVincenzo. Kicks it to Forbes. Inside. Shoots over Batum. Forbes can't get it to go.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Zubats against Lopez. And he banks in the layup.
Whatever drawbacks Lopez may have, scoring in the post isn't one of them. He is a nightmare for opposing defenses to deal with down low.
Beverly dishes to Batum. To the inside. There's the pass to Zubats. George up top. Good for his 9th make and just 12 shots. That's an even 75% shooting.
So smart with the ball in his hands. George reads the floor well and takes advantage of what's there.
Pass to DiVincenzo. On the wing, Holiday. Defended by Beverly. Lopez kicks to Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
And that one's good. Beverly.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
Greg, after we saw top prospects like LaMelo Ball and R.J. Hampton playing a year in Australia, the NBA G League sweeten the deal to attract those blue chippers to this G League, which I think is a very interesting topic and a very interesting way to go.
It is. You know, I think the salaries now could exceed $500,000, not to mention the endorsement deal. And they're on a single team that's built around their needs. Certainly an enticing option for those who want to skip the college route.
Does this affect colleges, in your opinion, in their recruiting?
Not at all. You're going to love your school no matter who plays for them, especially if you're winning.
Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for Los Angeles.
They really had it going, guys. Their offense propelled them.
In this case, it was the higher shooting percentage that made the difference and earned them the W.
And guys, at this point in the long NBA season, this will go down as win number 25.
And after dropping game one in this matchup, they managed to take the second of a three-game season series. No question, that's a morale booster.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Paul George.
What was impressive to me, it felt like he made an impact in so many areas. Some of the effort won't show up in the stat sheet, but I noticed it.
Giannis passes to Holiday. Offline with his three. And so Beverly will bring it up for Los Angeles. They led by as many as 18 points. Leonard, no luck. Here's Antetokounmpo. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Outside Leonard. So the Clippers winning this one easily. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but 1-0. David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it.
This is the 2KMC.
Downtown Milwaukee is seen from it. And now the Lakers starting group. Caldwell Pope and LeBron fill out the wings. Morris is out there with Marc Gasol. And it's Schroeder in at the point guard position. And for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the center, locking down the middle.
This is what makes Giannis such an elite player, his ability to score in those difficult situations down low with lots of bodies around.
Here's Morris. The rebound by the Bucks. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
And it could have been a lot closer than it was down the stretch, though. They were terrific.
And that really was the difference. When it came down to crunch time, there was just no let-up. They made sure to finish strong and not allow any chance for the opponent to come back.
And here is LeBron following the three-pointer by Chris Middleton. Now the Bucks moving it up. Here's Holiday. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And one on Caldwell Pope. You know, at this point of the year, what's the main thing Brand, a head coach, has to do to keep his team focused for the second half of the season?
I think at this point, the foundation that you've laid should be there. So now what you try to do is schematically, maybe you go through some different defensive coverages. You try some different combinations of players to make sure that guys can make that adaptability quick enough that if that becomes part of a playoff scheme, you're ready for it.
Bangs home the trifecta.
Yeah, defenses beware. You have to close out hard on KCP and disrupt his rhythm.
Gasol goes in and finished off by Gasol.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Now here is Holiday. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game. Here's Gasol. The rebound by Middleton. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. DiVincenzo kicks to Middleton, and it's good. 2 points.
Almost perfect in the game to start. 3 of 4.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Gasol attacking. Caldwell Pope against DiVincenzo. LeBron passes to Caldwell Pope. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for him.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Now here's Middleton. He had 19 points in the win against the Clippers.
And his scoring is going to get most of the attention, but his rebounding also stood out. He did a lot of glass cleaning in that game.
James kicks to Gasol. James dishes to Gasol. Nails the baby hook. Gasol's got his second bucket.
What vision by LeBron. Always willing to give up the ball. They're just hitting a wide open teammate.
Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business, absolutely. Schroeder against Holiday. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Well, Schroeder down there sneaking in and able to pick up a loose ball board and get a hoop.
Bucks leading by 4. Outside Holiday. Passes it to DiVincenzo. Back to Holiday. Here's the 3. It doesn't go for him. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
I thought they had a solid game plan coming into that one, and then they made good adjustments along the way.
Well, the great thing about watching that game was that we saw it through their offense, and they showed a few different looks that they settled into and played well.
And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. They faced off right here last time they met, but the home crowd just couldn't pull out the win.
A game they definitely felt they could win, and with a break here or there, they probably could have.
Maybe should have. The score doesn't indicate just how well they competed in that game. For the majority of it, they look like the better team.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Here is Forbes after the basket by Montrezl Harrell. Schroeder against Augustine. 6 on the shot clock. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Lakers trail by 4. Here's Horton Tucker. An 11-point game for him in the win against Golden State.
And you could tell the defense was really nervous dribbling or passing the ball anywhere near him in that one. He took advantage of their indecisiveness continually throughout the night, racking up 3 steals.
Augustine passes to Portis. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Portis has got his second basket of the night.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Pass to Horton Tucker. Down low. Harold drives in. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Well, I think that Harold lives and loves playing in traffic.
The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. The Bucks on top. They lead by 4. And will be... And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And for the Bucks guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
Yeah, couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
So on the floor for the Lakers to start this second quarter, LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. Then it's Montrezl Harrell, and it's Horton Tucker in at the shooting guard. Augustine passes to Portis. From downtown, Augustine, that's good. Augustine's got himself on the board with 3 there.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
The pass to Horton Tucker. Kicks it out to James. Here's Caruso, headed by Augustine. And so it looks like the Lakers will retain possession here. Lakers ball. And now we go to the 2K leaderboard. What a season it's been for these teams on the offensive glass. The Lakers in 5th.
And just having a terrific year on the offensive glass, it's because everybody buys in. Not just the big men, but even the guards are getting in on the act.
Horton Tucker, that's good.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
From the arc, that shot is off. And the Lakers take it the other way. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
It's Kuzma penetrating. It's blocked. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for the Bucks. The Lakers also with a sub. Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for LeBron. And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
And you can see the mindset he has. When the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
So they take the lead. Harrell's got the lead up to 1 now for the Lakers.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Craig. Outside, Antetokounmpo. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
I think Giannis loves that kind of stuff right there. His dunks sometimes get vicious.
Lakers have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. Here's Harrell. And Harrell slams it in.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Giannis against Harrell. Now here is Augustine. Defense is right there. Pass to Craig. Portis, great positioning on the putback.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Caruso, the pass to Caldwell Pope, and another 3 for the Lakers. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
That's a solid blueprint. Schroeder, the rebound by the Bucks.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
And it's Middleton penetrating. Morris with the block. And he recovers it. Back to Middleton. Fires for three. That's good. And it's his fourth basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
And they've done a great job knocking down those long-range shots here in the second, shooting just over 40% from downtown.
Count it. Gasol's got 6.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And so Giannis will bring it up for the Bucks. There's 57 seconds left in the first half. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Well, guarding Antetokounmpo is really difficult because of how awkward he can get around the floor and how much space he can take up.
Schroeder dishes to Caldwell Pope. To the paint. Gasol passes to Schroeder. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol.
No doubt among the best passing centers to have ever played this game. Gasol is a guy you can run your offense through, makes quick and decisive decisions.
Outside Holiday. And it's Gasol with the rebound. The Lakers have gone 8 of 10 from the field here in the second quarter. You've got to like how they've shot the ball. It's Kuzma penetrating.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Comes up empty down low.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters. Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K, a competitive matchup for the Lakers in the first quarter. They only had a couple rough stretches, and as the first... And that's a wrap.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Without question, Chris Middleton displaying his skills today.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. Setting the floor for the Bucks. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at the small forward position.
And it just keeps coming at you. Giannis has so much energy, and when he's this aggressive, he is just a dynamite offensive player.
Gasol with it, now guarded by Middleton. Back to LeBron, kicks it out to Schroeder. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. And that's now 6 points for Dennis Schroeder.
He's such a strong offensive player. Schroeder is capable of knocking down some mid-range shots if you give him some room.
On the wing, Holiday. Middleton on the wing. Looks for Holiday, gets it to him, misses from short range. The Lakers in the lead. Here's James. And James throws it down.
Well, you like to see LeBron make the read there as it comes off the rim and taking advantage of crashing the glass.
Bucks shooting has been beyond great up until now. How about 57% from the field overall? On the wing, Giannis. Covered by LeBron. Antetokounmpo with the bucket. Antetokounmpo's got 4 points in the quarter.
It's a good decision there. Giannis isn't easy to stick with, especially after the screen.
Caldwell Pope passes to Morris. tried to bank it in, but he misses. For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
I don't know, 2 strides, 3 strides, what was that? Giannis covering some ground.
Outside for Gasol. Off target with his 3. Milwaukee in the lead. Pass to Giannis. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. It's good for his 8th consecutive basket in only 8 tries. Wow. Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
Got a piece of it. Caldwell Pope passes to James. Looking for Gasol. He gets it there. Then Gasol with the dunk.
Yeah, and it doesn't take much elevation for Gasol to throw one down, of course, unless somebody's standing right in his way. That dunk is going to be easy money for him.
Holiday against Schroeder. Lays it up off the glass. And the Bucks lead by 3.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
And it's the Bucks on the break. Antetokounmpo running. Middleton outside. But they'll get another chance. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Up again. They grab their own miss. Lopez passes to Holiday. Middleton outside. To the middle. Lopez kicks to Middleton. Good on the three-point shot. Now it's a 6-point Bucks lead.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
James looking around. And now here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break.
Fundamental play there from Lopez, spotting the open man and then sending him the ball.
Holiday against Schroeder. Over in the corner, Gasol. Schroeder outside. No good again that time.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Giannis on the follow. Antetokounmpo's got the lead up to 10 now for Milwaukee.
And that reach is just ridiculous. Giannis easily beating everybody to the ball and then sends it back.
And it's sent back by Lopez. And Gasol gets it to go. Here's Antetokounmpo. 22 points for him. Middleton outside. From outside off the mark. Here's Morris. Up the floor. Jumps up. And Lopez throws it down.
Yep, that's a great look from Giannis there.
And so it's Milwaukee going into the break with a 10-point lead. Their shooting has been the big. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Bucks leading by 10. Taking a look at Los Angeles. LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. Then it's Montrezl Harrell. And it's Caruso in at the point. On the wing, Giannis. James covering. Antetokounmpo kicks to Connaughton. But they get it back. Pass to Forbes. And it's Lopez at the elbow. This one for 3. A rebound by the Lakers. LeBron's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Here's Connaughton. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The first one falls. Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You can go back to Reggie Diaz, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derek Jones, and up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mentions. And Kuzma stays with it.
Well, a missed box out and an easy tip in, but it's because of the activity as the ball is going up, finding yourself in the right spot, just using some effort.
Holiday, the pass to Forbes. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Bucks lead by 12.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
The pass to Horton Tucker. And there's the call on Montrezl Harrell. That's his first foul. Bucks leading by 12. Holiday, the pass to Portis. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got his 4th assist in this one. And it's Kuzma with the ball for the Lakers. Inside. Here's Harrell. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. That's 10 points for Montrezl Harrell.
He gets really excited about finishing through contact.
Pass to Forbes. Jacks up a 3. Hits the three-point bomb.
Defensively, you can't afford to give him that kind of look, especially down this many points.
Teachable moment there. Lapses like this are backbreakers.
Caruso, the pass to Harrell. Snatched away. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Portis, it's good on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Harrell finds Kuzma, goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Kuzma's got 4 this quarter.
And good seeing Kuzma work on that part of his game. Very confident once he gets close.
Giannis outside. Passes it to Portis. 5 to shoot. Giannis inside. Guarded by Kuzma. Kuzma with the defensive effort. And that one's good. Caruso. 1:39 left in the 4th quarter. LeBron against Antetokounmpo. And denied. He sends it right off the glass.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Bucks.
What an effort in the transition game we've seen tonight from these guys. Really pushed the ball, and I think in doing so, created a lot of pressure on the defense.
Definitely had a huge edge, and this is their DNA. When they run the ball and dictate the flow of the offense like we've seen here, these are the kinds of games they can have.
And so looking at their number, this will be win number 22 on the year.
And so they're able to even up the season series at a game apiece with 1 left to play, exacting a little advantage and really saving face. They did not want to go down 2-0.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
I liked his aggressiveness here tonight, especially on the glass. He was not messing around.
4. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Loved it. The guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
LeBron drives in, and LeBron throws it down.
Wow, LeBron on the roll, this time rocks it.
Takes a three. Misses the shot. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of the crowd. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up for Brent